Hello everybody, in this video I would like to give you a short introduction about our SimCoTest tool. SimCoTest generates small test suites with high fault revealing ability for Simulink stateflow controllers. SimCoTest implements our failure-based and output diversity test generation algorithms to generate test suites with high fault revealing ability. It provides a user interface to guide engineers through the test generation process. At the first step, the user selects the Simulink stateflow model and the other files required to load and run the model. Before the test generation step, SimCoTest enables the user to perform a number of sanity checks on the model to ensure absence of syntactic and structural flaws, for example, the blocks that have the saturation and overflow property disabled. SimCoTest produces a list of such blocks and enables the user to access them by highlighting the corresponding block in the model upon user request. At the next step, SimCoTest automatically extracts all the information required for test generation from the model, including names, data types, and data ranges of input variables, configuration parameters, and output variables of the model. The user can modify the data ranges for test input generation or decide to use only default values for some configuration parameters. Similar to the previous step, SimCoTest opens the model and highlights the corresponding variable upon user request. Before starting the test generation, the user should also identify the size of the test suites generated for each output of the model and for each test generation algorithm. The user can also exclude unimportant outputs from the test generation. Finally, the user can identify the test generation time and start the test generation. SimCoTest runs MATLAB and generates test suites for the model using our output-based algorithms. During the test generation, SimCoTest reports the elapsed time, remaining time, and the ending time of the test generation. When test generation is finished, SimCoTest enables the user to access the results and execute the test cases. In the test generation results form, test suites are prioritized for different outputs based on their fault revealing ability likelihood. The user can see the test suites generated for each output and based on each algorithm. In addition, for each test case, they can see the information about the input signals and the values for the configuration parameters. Finally, SimCoTest enables the user to run any of the generated test cases directly from the tool. For example, if I run this test case generated based on the instability failure pattern, SimCoTest runs MATLAB and executes this test case. After the simulation, SimCoTest shows the output signal generated by this test case, which obviously contains an instability pattern. As a second example, if I run this test case generated based on the discontinuity failure for this model, SimCoTest runs MATLAB and executes this test case, where the output contains a discontinuity pattern. Finally, we note that using the test cases generated by SimCoTest, we were able to find 2 real faults in Simulink models from our industry partner, which had not been previously found by manual testing based on domain expertise. We have prepared a Google site for the tool where you can find more information about the tool and download the related publications. Thank you for watching this video.